In this recording in our series of creating geometries, we will talk about creating geometries using the option of curve plus closed corners and loop. What exactly is curve plus closed corners? Well, let's take a look at this part for a moment. I have this area inside over here, this particular surface. And what I'd like to do in this particular case is I like to create a geometry that does not go into the corners, but rather keeps a straight line, sort of like a sharp corner inside this area, preventing the tool from even trying to go into this area. So let me choose the option of curve plus closed corners. And now we'll go into the part itself. I'll first click on this edge over here, and you'll note at this moment it picked only that edge. Now, if I click on this following edge over here, what will happen is very simple. It will choose that edge and extend from the end of the previous edge that I picked up until that corner over there, creating a closed corner. I can continue on the part, click now on this edge. The same thing will happen here. Click on this edge. The same thing again will happen here. And then to bring this to a final closure, click on the original edge and it will close up. At the end, it will ask you if you want to accept this. I'll say yes. Also note, I have the option over here of don't ask again, so I don't always have to have this question pop up. I'll click don't ask again, and I'll click on yes. Now we have a geometry that includes that floor without going into those corners, as you see over here. Next, we have an option here called loop. Loop is exactly what it says, a loop. A loop is an edge that creates a loop of edges on a surface. Now, I can pick, for example, this edge over here, and a loop can be two possibilities. It can be either this surface over here, these edges over here, that's a loop, and it could also be all of these edges on this face over here, that is also a loop. What happens is when I click on that, it'll show me what has been chosen. If I want to switch it, I'll just click on that edge again, and now it's switched to this edge instead and created the geometry. In our next recording, we'll go further down and talk about point to point and arc by points.